That's right, it's everybody's favourite time of month. I am back to get styled by my index stylist, Ray, using the clothes that I already have in my wardrobe. If this is your first time here, welcome, my name's Katey. The previous 5 episodes are in a playlist up here for you. And I cannot wait to get stuck into this month because we are doing something a little bit special. We've done this once before, but we had so much fun, we needed to do it again. And that is, I have chosen 4 items that I'm having a little bit of trouble with. And I have asked Ray to specifically give me 2 outfit suggestions for each of these items to give me a bit of inspiration and hopefully get more wear out of these amazing items. Because I already own them, I already know I like them, I just need to wear them a little bit more. And the very first item might surprise you. I've asked Ray to give me some help styling these pants. I love these pants so much, you know I do. They're really comfy, they fit me great. I love how they are a pattern, but they're still quite simple and sleek. They're just perfection in my mind. I just feel like I've kind of gotten myself stuck in a little bit of a rut when it comes to how I've been styling them lately. I kind of just keep doing different iterations of the same thing over and over again, you know? And so I think having a second pair of eyes on both the pants and my wardrobe as a whole could hopefully re-inspire me to wear these in some new ways. So I cannot wait to see Ray's suggestions, but first, let me show you how I have been styling them lately, just to give you an idea of what we're working with. Okay, these pants, I love these pants so much. I don't want to get it twisted in this video. And to be perfectly frank, I really love how I have been styling these pants. This is like a tried and true example of that. I just love them so much. They're this lovely cotton. Obviously the stripes are so fun. They've kind of got like a nice clean fixed waistband on the front, but they're a bit stretchy at the back just for extra comfort. They're genuinely one of my favorite pants that I own. I just think they're so cute, they're so cool, they're so fun, and they're so comfortable. So what's my issue? What is my problem? Well, as you can see from all of the outfits that I have styled with these pants, I definitely am kind of stuck in a rut with them. There's definitely a theme going on here, and that is I almost always, wear these pants with one of my pink or purple tops. And to be fair, I do have a lot of pink and purple tops because I love wearing pink and purple, especially with green. But I guess at the end of the day, I am just looking for, some more options. I feel a little uninspired, I guess, with these pants and how I've been wearing them. I'm ready to switch it up. I'm ready to try something new. And I just feel like Ray is the perfect person to give me some new options. So without further ado, let's take a look at some of those options, shall we? Hello, Ollie. Excuse me, honey. Okay. So, if you saw last month's video, I should say, you will know that Ray went a little rogue and tried some pattern clashing out for us. And I didn't hate it as much as I expected to, but I still wasn't really convinced of it. Well, Ray has been very courageous today in offering me yet another pattern clashing moment. She did give me like a secondary option if I really didn't like this, but I just felt like I needed to try it. Of course, we trust in Ray implicitly here on this channel. And even though I did have my doubts and I thought I would be getting changed into the other top, I think I love it. I think I love it. Has Ray made me fall in love with pattern clashing? Now, to be fair, both of these patterns are pretty, they're on the simple side, right? They each only have 2 colors and both of them, one of those colors is white. So maybe it's that element. Maybe there's enough simplicity in both of these that I don't mind how they work together. I think too, obviously one of the things that Ray has been so good at helping me get more into is analogous colors, which is of course what she's got going on here with the greens and the blues. And look, when I saw this on the app, I wasn't convinced that I was gonna love it, I'll be honest with you. But I still wanted to try it on. I still wanted to give it a true go. And I'm so happy we have, because I just love this. Obviously Ray has got me sorted out with a hat so that I'm prepared for a day of birding or something. And I don't know what else to tell you. I just love this. I really, really like it. I think it really works. It's really cute. I love the colors together. I like that we have a little bit of unexpected something thrown in with 2 different patterns here, but it's still not too intense. It's not over the top. It's just fun. It's just a little bit of extra fun, but I still feel really comfortable and confident, and I'm just in love with it. I just knew it. I knew it in my bones that Ray was going to give me some bangers for these pants. Now, let's try the second outfit. I cannot wait to see what else she's got for us. Okay, Ray's second outfit. What do we think? Honestly, when this outfit first came through on the app, my very first thought was, why didn't I think to put this parrot t-shirt with these pants? I don't know if maybe I was thinking that I needed to stick with block, plain tops because these pants are a pattern. Like maybe I just thought this would be too much, but I really like them together. I think Ray's right. It's a great combination. And then she's added the blue, again, analogous colors, but I like how we have the red and the yellow popping through too. This is really fun, really comfortable. And then she's just thrown in my really little kind of slightly darker blue crossbody bag. The only thing I'm kind of getting stuck on is the shoes. I'm really glad that she chose them to style because they're my newest shoes. I bought them recently at Savers. My first ever pair of Doc Martens. It's very exciting to find them at Savers. And I absolutely do understand why Ray went with these. I also really like how like the dark red and we've got red in the top. Like it feels like it ties in. I just don't know if like for me, they feel very dark compared to the rest of this outfit. Like it feels like the shoes are kind of like standing out. They almost feel like a little bit of like a black hole in the outfit, at least to me and where my eye goes. Let me know if you're kind of thinking and feeling the same, or if you're seeing the same thing that I am. So I guess I'm thinking if I were to wear this outfit, I would probably go with either some white shoes like we were wearing just before. But aside from the shoes, I love everything else about this. I can absolutely see myself wearing my parrot tee and my nice comfy blue shirt with these pants from now on. So thank you so much, Ray, for giving me some new ideas and some new options for wearing some of my favorite pants. They almost feel brand new all over again, you know? It's very exciting stuff. Please feel free to let me know if you have any ideas of your own about how I should go about styling these pants, and I will see you next week for our next item. Okay, up next we have a top that I also found at Savers a few months ago. It's this one. It's kind of like this burgundy, eggplanty, darkish purple kind of top. It's a pretty simple top, but I love this color, and I also just really like how it fits and looks on me. The thing is, I've worn it maybe once or twice since I got it, and I just don't think that's good enough. I honestly couldn't tell you why I haven't really been reaching for this top. I think this is another one where I've just kind of gotten stuck in a bit of a rut. I tend to only wear it in one or two kind of ways, and because I like to kind of switch up how I wear my clothes, it just means that I'm kind of just feeling a little uninspired, you know? So I'm really hoping that with some inspiration from Ray, I can finally feel like this piece like fits into and belongs in my wardrobe in a more organic way, and that I might find myself reaching for it more. But again, let's first take a look at how I have been styling this top. Okay, so item number 2 is actually the shirt, the top that I have on under here. And I will take the jacket off to show you properly in just a second, but I just wanted to show you one of the few ways I have been wearing this top. It's a secondhand top that I found actually around the same time that I found the skirt, and like in my mind, I just knew that they were a perfect match. And so I feel like I've kind of gotten stuck here a little bit. Now, there are a couple of outfits that I wear, but they're all kind of similar to this. I will almost always wear this top with this skirt. Sometimes I'll be wearing my black shoes. Sometimes I'll be wearing my pink Barbie sneakers with my pink jacket, but the base is always the same. I do love this iteration though. I think it's very fun, all purple. Let me take this jacket off though and just show you the top so we get a sense of what we're working with. Here we go. So it's kind of like a 3/4 length sleeve. It's kind of a little bit fitted, but not too tight. It's like this eggplanty purple kind of color that I just love. And let me show you. It's got like all this embroidery up the top, which Blair says makes it look like something my grandmother would have worn. And he's not wrong. My grandmother was a fashionable lady. Basically, I think this top and this cut and this color, everything about this, I think really suits me. Like, I think it looks really good on me. But equally, it's just not the sort of thing that I normally wear. And so I think I've just kind of got stuck in how I wear and style it. And of course, that is where Ray comes in. So let's take a look at Ray's outfits. Sorry, I realized I forgot to put the light on for our last outfit. So might have been a little bit dark, but they're on now. And this is Ray's first outfit for this top. And it's kind of similar in a way, in the sense that it's not exactly, you know, perfectly monochrome, but, you know, we're kind of leaning in that tonal direction. This skirt, I would say, is a little bit more burgundy than it is purple, but the top is kind of like halfway in between purple and burgundy, I think. On top of that, I think this skirt pretty much perfectly matches the embroidery that I showed you earlier. And this skirt is very pretty. It's also one I think you could dress up very easily. So I love that Ray has thrown in some very casual sneakers just to like make sure that we're clear that this is like a fun kind of outfit, you know? And then she's also just thrown in this bag, and actually every single thing here is secondhand. Again, part of me feels like the blue bag is a little bit of an odd choice. Like, I guess I mean, the shoes are more like a purple periwinkle kind of color than they are blue, but maybe we're tying in those together. Maybe that's why we're going with the blue. I think that the rest of the outfit, the base of the outfit, is like so simple in terms of like being kind of like one color, one kind of image, that I think it doesn't really matter if I've got like a little bit going on with the bag and the shoes. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this overall. Like, I like it. I think it's a great option. I just don't know if I see myself wearing this. I can't really tell you why though. I think maybe just the fact that it is all kind of like very solid everywhere is not really my favorite. It's all very like neat and simple. And I think Ray is trying to counteract that with the bag and the shoes. I just don't know if it's quite getting there for me in terms of like my personal preferences and how I feel best. I do like this as a concept though, and I'm wondering if I need to play around with this a little bit more. In the meantime though, we do have one more outfit from Ray, so let's see what that looks like. Here we are for Ray's second outfit, and she's definitely switched it up this time. This is really different from the last two, which I appreciate. I feel like we need it. This time, instead of sticking with the burgundies, purples, she's thrown in a nice contrasty orange. And I do like that. You know I like that. Now, I do like this. When I look at this, I do like this. I really like the tones together. And there's something about the fit that like feels put together, but I like how we've got the kind of like more masculine fit at the bottom with like the pretty top up top. To me, that just feels a little bit more balanced in terms of like how I usually like to dress. Then she's just thrown in my tan derbies and my black bag. She has suggested a scarf tied to the bag. I still have not been able to find my pink scarf. I am so upset about it. Anyway, I've thrown on one of my other options. It's not quite as like colourful, but I think it still works. I like it, and I think I like this outfit more for it. I think without it, it would feel too simple and too blocky for me. So I really appreciate that Ray has brought in some pattern. So I like this. I like this, and I can see myself wearing this. I think what this whole try-on session has taught me though is that maybe one of the reasons that I'm struggling with this top is not just because it's a little bit different from what I already own, but because most of the options in my wardrobe that I think to pair it with are solid bottoms, aside from the skirt that I started with, which has been my go-to option. And I'm thinking it's my go-to option because it's one of the few things that I can think of, at least in my wardrobe, that really work with this top, but is patterned. And don't get me wrong, I do really like this outfit that Ray has put together, but I appreciate that like she's kind of made me, like that has clicked in my mind by trying on these two outfits that she's given me, because in both cases, I think they really work. I like them. And in particular, I really like this one. I just am craving like a little bit more visual interest, which usually for me means something patterned. Some great food for thought, Ray. Thank you so much. I will see you next week with our next item. Excuse me, Ollie. Okay, item number 3. Are you ready? I am so excited for this. Look at this skirt. Look at it. Just take it in. It's a really lovely navy with like a fun kind of print on it. It fits me really well. I think it's just the fact that it's like a little bit fancy that I just haven't found myself reaching for it. And I'll let you in on a little bit of a secret. While I've been filming this video, I've also been going through my closet and doing a bit of a declutter reorganization situation. That's a video I think that you'll see in a week or two. And this is one of the items that I identified during that clean out that I need a little bit of help figuring out how I can wear this in a more casual way. I definitely have ideas for how I can wear this when I want to dress up a little bit, but I think in order to get more wear out of this skirt, I just need some help styling it more casually. Because you and I both know, I'm a casual kind of girl on a day-to-day basis. And I feel like after having worked with Ray for 6 months now, she's definitely got my style down pat, and she always has a great way of helping me expand how I wear different items, whether that's dressing something up or dressing something down. I'm really hoping in this case she can definitely give me some inspiration and some ideas for dressing this down so that I can wear it more often. First though, let me show you how I would style it. Okay, item number 3 is this glorious skirt that I got secondhand not too long ago. I want to say like October last year probably. Have I worn it out of the house yet though? No. I got this skirt secondhand. It's really, really beautiful quality. It's like a really full skirt. It's so pretty and swishy. It's definitely a little bit more like dressy and pretty and like neat and tidy, classy than what I normally wear on a day-to-day basis. I kept it because I could absolutely see myself wearing it like this in a bit more of a dressy, formal kind of setting. Now, this obviously is not like black tie fancy, but like if I needed to go to like a little garden wedding or just like a really nice brunch or something like that, you know what I mean? I can definitely see myself wearing something like this. And I think it's really, really cute and I feel good and comfortable in this. So I think the only thing that's secondhand that I'm wearing right now is the skirt. Everything else I have bought new at some point. And they're all also items that I tend to wear like when I'm going somewhere nice. They're all items that I have worn to weddings. So this was not a hard outfit for me to put together at all. And it's an outfit that I really, really like and I can see myself wearing to particular events and occasions. And while I think it's totally fine to have a couple of items in your wardrobe that are reserved for nicer events, like I think especially if you're someone who likes to really get glammed up at a wedding, or you tend to go to like, I don't know, nice events once or twice a year, I think it's totally normal and fine to have, you know, like a gown or two or a really lovely suit or two that you wear to those events and that you don't really wear at other times. In case you haven't been able to tell, I'm not really that person though. So what I was hoping was that Ray might be able to give me some ideas for wearing this a little bit more casually. I don't know if I can see myself wearing it like outright casually, and I don't know if that's even what I want, but I think some options that are even just like slightly more casual than this would definitely help me get a lot more wear out of this skirt, which is something I am always looking for. So let's take a look at what Ray thinks. Hello, honey. What you doing, honey? Ollie wants to play. And right now I suppose we're playing dress up. This is Ray's first option for me. As we know, I love blue and lime green together. So I really like this option that Ray has brought in the lime green to go with the navy blue. Not quite as punchy as a bright blue, but I think it still is a really, really fun option. It definitely has the effect of like casualifying this skirt, just making it a bit more wearable on a day-to-day sort of basis. I think the other thing that is helping in that department is just these full-on sneakers. These are just like hokers, and I really like them with this. I think they work. I think if we had have gone for my more like leather nice sneaker that I love those shoes too, but I think that could have made this feel a bit more tennis mum, whereas these shoes just feel truly like casual, at least to me. Then for my bag, she's thrown in this little blue one for me, and the only new item in this outfit actually is this hat, which is definitely the contrasting kind of moment. How do I feel about it? I don't hate the hat with this. I just feel like I probably, if I were putting this outfit together, I would have picked this hat because it's still a very bold hat. It still brings in plenty of other colors, but there's like hints of the green and the blue that I think help it tie together. But I think Ray's intention was to just go full contrast. So how am I feeling overall? I like this, and I can definitely see myself playing around with this a little bit. It's definitely given me some good food for thought and definitely helping me see how I can get a lot more wear out of this skirt, which is the whole point, the whole goal. So thank you, Ray. Okay, and here we have our second option from Ray. And this one is even more casual again. So we're getting lots of options from Ray today. I'm not sure what my feelings are though. I mean, firstly, it's very comfortable. Then Ray has also just thrown in one of my Radical Yes bags, my green one this time. And she's also suggested that I take this lovely knit, which is maybe one of my favorite things that I own. This color is perfection in my mind. And actually, I have thought that just wearing this as a top with this skirt would be amazing too. Ray has suggested doing the whole like throwing it on over the shoulders thing. And look, I'm going to be so honest. This trend of like throwing on a sweater over the shoulders is one of those things that I just do not get. I think it looks weird. And I also just feel like it feels fussy and like a bit annoying to me. So here I appreciate it in the sense that we're trying to bring in a bit more color, and I love this color, but let me take a look. Like just from a pure, like, yeah, to me this is just, it looks a bit sad. Like, why do I have flat arms hanging over my shoulders? I don't understand it. And when I say I don't understand it and I'm laughing at the whole trend. I'm not laughing at Ray. Like, I get what she's going for to bring in some more color, some more interest. It's just one of those trends and one of those looks that doesn't make sense to me and that I think looks a little bit silly. We all have those things that we don't get and we think look silly. This is just one of those things for me. So it's distracting me when I'm looking at this outfit. Even though I love the color and I want to bring more of that color in, I don't like bringing it in this way. So I am going to take this off now so that I can try and look at the rest of the outfit and not get so distracted. Okay, so like looking at this, I totally understand why Ray brought that in, because I do feel like this outfit doesn't necessarily need something else, but it definitely would benefit from something else, particularly a bright pop of pink like that. I'm not sure what the solution here is. I do like the idea of this skirt with like a Human League t-shirt, and I think I do need to play around with this a little bit more. And even though I haven't necessarily like loved Ray's outfits this week, they've definitely given me heaps of food for thought about different like approaches I can take to wearing this skirt a whole lot more in my everyday life, which, as I've tried to explain before, is definitely the point. Like, obviously it's amazing when Ray just like manages to pull up an outfit that is just perfect in my mind and that I love as is. But even when she provides outfits that don't necessarily feel perfect for me, that I don't necessarily feel my best in, I still get so many ideas from them. In this case, it definitely has helped me imagine this skirt in new ways, which I definitely appreciate. But of course, I'd love to hear what you think regarding the skirt and the outfits that we've tried on, and I will see you for our next item. Okay, are we ready for our fourth and final piece? It is this top. Oh, I love this top. I love the color. I love the floral print. I love the kind of like little pleats that it's got going on. I love how it fits me. I love how it drapes on my body. I just love it. And yet, have I worn it once since I bought it several months ago? No. Obviously, this is a little bit of a different top to what I normally wear, just t-shirts or whatever. So I don't know if that's why I'm feeling just like a little bit of hesitation, a bit of uncertainty when it comes to actually styling and wearing this really pretty top. And I can certainly think of a handful of ways that like I could wear this top. I think I just want Ray's help in like getting outside of my own box and getting excited to wear this top, you know, because it's such a good top. Of course, before we get to Ray's suggestions though, I do want to show you how I would style it if I were going to wear it. Here is my take on this lovely top. And I gotta say, I feel like I nailed it. I feel like I absolutely nailed it. Obviously, orange and blue are just a match made in heaven. And I especially love this kind of like washed out light orange with this really light, bright blue. I don't know, I'm feeling like a real cool dude from the 70s. Obviously, this look is pretty simple, but you know I like simple. So basically, we've just got my Luciagnac Cole jeans, which I love, as the kind of like grounding neutral in a way. I also do have this tan belt because obviously we need to remember that orange is basically just light, bright brown. Like orange is a neutral, and also orange looks great with blue. So I just wanted to keep it nice and simple, start with these, and then everything else I just kept blue. And I gotta say, I love it. I love it. I will absolutely be wearing this in future. I think this is so cute. It's really comfortable and it feels so me. Genuinely, I'm obsessed. I couldn't be happier. Like I knew this shirt had so much potential. I knew I was going to love it. I don't know why it's taken me this long to actually kind of get around to playing dress up and trying it out and actually making it work in my wardrobe, you know? But when I purchased it, this is what I envisioned. And it was a perfect vision. I love it. Obviously though, we're not just looking for one good outfit. We are looking for options. And hopefully that is what Ray has in store for us. Okay, here is Ray's first suggestion for this top. And we're back with this gorgeous skirt. I'm so glad Ray likes this skirt because so do I. And I don't know about you, but I think this is pretty much perfect. I love it. I can absolutely see myself wearing this. I feel like if you take out the hat and maybe switch out for a different bag, this could actually be quite like a nice base to an outfit. Like obviously this skirt is so beautiful, it's pretty long, and then also this top, you know, it's a button-up top, it's nice and shiny, like it gives nice. But of course, if we're talking about me and my style, especially on a day-to-day, this really works for me. We've got some nice sandals, nice casual bag, and a hat. And I really like how the hat ties kind of like all the colours in. Honestly, I know sometimes people are scared of like patterned pieces with lots of colours, but honestly, like they're some of the easiest to match with other things because one of the colours or two of the colours or three of the colours are always going to match with something else. You don't have to match every single colour. Like while I'm wearing this blue shirt and this burgundy skirt, you can kind of pull out, like you notice more the blues and the burgundy browns in the hat. Whereas if I was wearing a bright green shirt, you would notice the greens more. I don't really know what more there is to say, except for the fact that this feels like me, but in like a chic way. Obviously, I know the chic people would not think that this is chic, but I think because we've got this nice sleek button up, we've got this lovely long flowy skirt, it kind of feels a little 50s, but not in a pastiche kind of way. It still feels really me. And I think the way that we're keeping it in a me space is with the accessories. I do especially love this light blue with this burgundy. And to be honest with you, I have thought about wearing this skirt with this top, but obviously I just haven't actually gotten there. And I don't know if I would have put like everything together in the way that Ray has. So I'm very glad that she suggested this to finally get me trying it on, and I'm in love. I couldn't be happier. This is definitely going into the rotation. Now it's time for Ray's second outfit. Ollie has decided to join us for our third and final outfit. And this one is definitely much more colourful, casual, chill. Ray did actually give me two options for this, but of course I wanted to try the more colourful one. And also she did specify untucked. an untucked shirt today. Happily, this one actually does like fit me and work untucked, whereas I feel like sometimes when she suggests untucked t-shirts, it's just not going to really work. Here, I can actually do it, so we're going to try it. And how do I feel? Well, I don't hate it. Equally, I don't know that I could say that I love it though. I think the untucked thing is throwing me off. Now, obviously it's a silhouette that I'm not used to seeing on myself, so there's always that element. I feel like familiarity with a look in and of itself can make it more attractive to you and to your eye. I'm convinced of that. I truly am. I kind of think that's sort of how trends work. Sometimes you hate something the first time you see it, and the more times you see it, you start to like it, which is how they get you. It's how they get you. Do I like this though? Can I see myself liking this? I mean, it definitely does change the proportions of my body, which is what I'm kind of like looking at and not recognizing, I guess. I think it makes me look shorter, for one. It certainly makes my legs look shorter, which is not like a good or a bad thing. It's just an observation. Also, I know I have been asked a few times how tall I am. I'm 169 centimeters. So I'm not short, but I'm also not tall. I'm kind of like slightly above average, I think, for height. Anyway, I would definitely love to hear what you think, particularly regarding the untucked situation. I mean, it is very comfortable. I get why people do it. And it definitely does give a relaxed vibe. For the sake of the video and me considering the outfit more, I am going to tuck in the shirt just to have a look, and also so that that element stops distracting me so much and I can think about the rest of the outfit a little bit more. So here it is tucked in. What do we think? I mean, obviously my first impression is that I like this more, but again, I'm not sure if that's because I literally like this more or just because it's more what I'm used to seeing on myself. Again, definitely love to hear your thoughts. What do you think, Ollie? Now let's take a look at the outfit. Now I'm not so distracted by the untucked top. I do like this. Obviously the blue matches almost perfectly with the pants. It plays really nicely. And even though Ray is definitely pushing my boundaries with this like pattern mixing, pattern clashing sort of stuff, it does feel like subtle enough that it's working for me. I like these patterns together. And again, this is really, really comfortable. Like, this is a really comfortable top. These are some of my most comfortable pants. And I do like that Ray went for a green bag and a green hat, because obviously like the pants have lots of different colors in them. And I think tying in the green was a nice choice. I'm just trying to picture if I can actually see myself wearing this. And I'm not sure. I feel like this is one that I'll have to play around with a little bit. So maybe my brain just needs a little bit of time adjusting. It's not like an immediate, oh my God, I love this, but like I like it and I'm kind of like curious about it, if that makes sense. That's how I feel. I think one thing with this top that does hold me back from wearing it sometimes is the fact that it's polyester. Now, it's old school polyester, so it does feel very nice, but obviously that means that it's not very breathable. And so I think when it's hot and I feel like wearing like a loose, flowy, short-sleeved top, I obviously am going to want to wear cotton or linen because it's hot and I want it to be breathable. And then when it's kind of like a temperature where that's not going to matter too much, I might not be thinking about loose, short-sleeve t-shirts as much. Does that make sense? I sort of feel like this sits in like a bit of a funny spot where it would have to be almost like the perfect band of temperatures for me to enjoy wearing this top. I do still really like this top and I think it looks really good on me, and I have enjoyed playing around and trying it on, and I've enjoyed these outfits. So I don't think this top is going anywhere. I think it's just something to keep in mind. But with that said, of course, I've got some thoughts about this month's worth of outfits. So let's sit down and have a little bit of a chat. Well, wasn't that fun? I had so much fun this month. I feel like it was definitely a good choice picking out items that not necessarily are items that I'm thinking of getting rid of by any means, but are items that I guess I'm kind of just like stuck in terms of how I've been thinking about them. We definitely had a lot of really great outfits from Ray in this video that I'm looking forward to wearing exactly as is. I loved these. I loved how they looked. I loved how I felt. I felt me in them. They were comfortable. It was just, these were great. On the other side of the coin, there were quite a few outfits this month that I did like, but I didn't necessarily love, or that maybe I would want to tweak a thing or two, but nevertheless still gave me lots of things to think about, you know? Like, I feel like just the act of seeing these as options, trying them on, and kind of like thinking actively about how they felt, how I felt in them, was a productive exercise. I feel like I learned more about myself and each item through that. And obviously with a video like this one, where I'm asking Ray to style specific items, I am getting very distracted is what I am. Hello, Ollie. Hello, darling. In a video like this, I'm hoping for options and for new ideas. And it doesn't necessarily mean that I have to wear that exact thing that Ray has suggested, but by the very act of her suggesting it, it's helping me to think about and see the item in ways that I wouldn't have come up with on my own. And that is helpful. Now, the next thing I'm about to say might sound a little presumptuous. I don't know. Ray, if you're watching, I really hope this doesn't come across the wrong way, but I think of all the outfits we tried on this month, for each item, my favourite outfit was the one that I came up with. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I thought my outfits were great. And to be very clear, that is not the norm, right? Like the last time we did this video concept and I asked Ray to style specific items, I loved several of her outfits a lot more than I liked mine. I think the reason these items are a little bit different is that they're not items that I'm thinking of getting rid of, like I said. Instead, they're items that I'm just kind of like stuck a little bit in terms of the way that I've been thinking about them and the way that I've been wearing them. Either I've just found like the best way to wear those items and like I found the peak, it doesn't get any better than that. Maybe I just really know how I like to wear that item. I really know how I like it looking on me. Yes, Ollie, oh my God. Potentially though, there is another option, and that might be that these items just aren't necessarily the most versatile for me in my wardrobe. Like there are some items that you can literally wear a million different ways and you will love most of, if not all of those different ways. And obviously those items are essential to a wardrobe, I think, like a well-functioning wardrobe. Yes, Ollie, oh my God. You guys are seeing this, right? Like little Miss Demanding this morning, huh? I promise I spent like half an hour just like cuddling her this morning. Like she is not wanting for love and affection. You just... You're just in the mood for some cuddles, huh? What was I saying? Oh my God. Potentially though, these items just aren't that for me, you know, in my wardrobe. Potentially these are items that I do kind of like in one or two particular kind of ways, and maybe that's okay. I think it's still useful to try and branch out and to try and kind of push the edges of what has become normal or the standard, especially because at the end of the day, versatile items are going to get more wear. Like that's just kind of the nature of it. And as somebody who wants to be getting as much wear out of all of my items as I can, I think this is a really productive exercise. One thing I am realizing that all of these items have in common is that they kind of sit in between certain categories, whether that's like temperature wise, but I think all of them kind of sit in between like formality levels, or maybe not formality levels, but like neatness levels or something. None of them are like formal, right? But they're all kind of like neat, a little bit dressy, a little bit nicer, a little bit elevated from like, you know, a jeans and a t-shirt kind of situation. You want to hop down now? Oh my goodness. So I'm wondering if it's that. I'm wondering if it's that I just find maybe myself not gravitating towards all the time, but that I still find useful to have in my wardrobe and that I still like. And so it goes without saying that I'm really happy that we did this exercise, and I do hope that I wear these items in some more ways than I have been. I think I also need to be okay with the fact that these are special items in my wardrobe and they serve maybe a slightly different purpose from some of my others, and that if I don't wear them in 15 different ways in the space of a month, maybe that's okay. Maybe they are here to kind of bridge that gap when I do want to be just like a little bit tidier, a little bit neater, a little bit more put together. Because despite how casual I like to dress on an everyday basis, when I'm just like chilling at home reading books, or I'm going for a birding adventure, or I'm working in a children's bookshop, there certainly are times where I like to look a little bit nicer. And I think these are some items that can help me get there. As always, thank you so much to Ray for putting these outfits together. She's such a good sport and she always really does get me thinking about my items in new ways, which I just love. While we're on the topic of thank yous, a big thank you to my lovely patrons over on Patreon, and especially big thank you to Livia and Lynette Brown. And thank you for watching. I will chat with you in the comments and I will see you next week. I'm honestly not sure what we're going to be chatting about next week. It might be books, so strap in. You never know what you're going to get on this channel. I will see you then. Until then, much love. Bye.